So what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. We are about to do a MPG run, but the bonus to this video, oh my goodness, the bonus to this video is this Ram I'm sitting in is a 2019 3500, and it has the air suspension, which is only on the rear of the suspension. So I'm going to drive this truck today to see how well it drives, and at the same time I want to see how good a fuel economy I can get. Now this same loop that I call it is only 10 miles, and I get that a lot of guys are kind of on the fence about it, but it's a really fuel efficient drive, which is why I do it, because this should at least give us the best idea what you can probably get in terms of highway driving and a little bit of city. So sit right there. We're gonna go ahead and head out and let's see what we can get. So this is just a quick look at the window sticker. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but as you know, these are going to be all your standard equipment that will come with a limited. And that base price is based, of course, on a crew cab limited four-wheel drive, okay? 3500. And then this is what's going to be your optional equipment. This truck does have the maximum steel metallic paint. Love that color. Towing tech group. Snow Chief. Limited level 1. High output Cummins. Sunroof and auto leveling rear air suspension. $16.95 for destination. Total price $85,615. Now I mentioned in one of my videos that the AC in my truck was not that good. And in this truck is no better. It's actually a little bit worse because of the black interior. And yeah, I have the AC on right now. It's not on high. I don't have the air on high, but the AC is on low. And I'm feeling on it back here. The air is cold coming out, but it's not getting the temperatures down. Like when I put my hand up closer to the roof, it's warmer up here, and down below I can tell there's like a slight difference. And I think that's just because this interior is black, but again, I don't think that is much different from my truck. So I guess they must be using new components. Someone mentioned it in the comment section, and I'm just going to take their word for it, because my old truck was way better than this. I mean, I would have to turn it off sometimes to kind of heat back up the cabin. But just taking a look around the interior, this is nothing new here. This is what you're going to get inside of a limited trim package. When you have the black seats, you do have some off-white, kind of like a grayish, like a silverish color piping around the seat right there. Love the way the interior looks. As you know, they do use real leather seating inside the truck. A lot of the wood that you see inside of this truck also is real. And this truck does have the Snow Chief, so you're gonna have the auxiliaries. It had the clearance lamps up top and a few other things that came with that package. But this truck is well built. Now what's good about this loop is that I'm basically doing the exact same drive that I did with a 2019 Ram and 2018 Ram Hemi, and I'm also doing the same as I did with a standard Cummins for 2019. If you don't know, the new Cummins is a lot lighter, and the fuel efficiency really should get a little bit better because of that. Now a lot of the engine is different. The engine is lighter because of the compacted graphite iron on the block. So those are also good things that this engine is going to have that really give it more of that fuel efficiency and to operate a little bit better. I can tell you, these engines are quiet. Now this truck only has 112 miles on it. I was going to use my truck for it, but because my truck is basically broken in and it has a bed cover, it's probably going to get better fuel economy because of those things. So I want to kind of keep it very, very fair, basically. Now I can definitely tell the air suspension is a little bit more softer. Now this road is definitely pretty smooth. I am going to have to take it down some bumpier roads and see if there's any difference. But I can definitely tell that the suspension does help a little bit with the leaf springs. And I will let you know a little bit more. Now this is going to be a crew cab. And before we're done today, I'm going to show you guys the Payload as I do in all my videos. That way you have a good idea of the options and features and how it's going to affect that number. But instantly I can tell you that this truck is definitely a little bit smoother. And it could just be that this truck's a little bit smaller too. It has a shorter wheelbase. Although I don't think that would really help either, but I'm just speculating right now. But I have to take my truck down this road, I guess, just to see there's a difference. Because I'm starting to feel like this truck's a little bit more softer. Right now I'm getting 14 miles to the gallon. And that's actually really good for starting off. I mean, I just hit a light just now. The rest of this road should be smooth sailing. So when I stop, I'll be able to have a better idea of where we are. I think I got 17.3 with a diesel engine the first time I did this same ride. I'm doing the exact same loop that I did on the other trucks. So I'm very interested to see how well this one does. If you are in love with the Maximum Steel metallic paint, be sure to put a thumbs up. I love this color. This was actually a very, very, very close option I picked, but I am such a white truck guy just because it's so easy to clean. You can't really see scratches on it, but this color, I mean, oh my goodness. Look at that. It is so beautiful. If you're not really used to these trucks yet, you do have power running boards. This truck does have the ram box. Ram box is standard on the Limited. All you have to do is just pop it open. It gives you some additional storage inside of here. Anytime you get a 3500, you are going to have leaf springs. And if you look under the truck, you can see the airbag right there, just in front of that strut there. You are going to have a 373 rear axle on the truck. All the lights on the truck are going to be LED inside the back. Your license plate lights, your tail lights, everything is going to be LED. I strongly recommend you always get this high mount cargo camera with the LEDs. It looks good, and this truck doesn't have it, but you can get a deployable bed step. Be sure to get those two options on your trucks. I strongly recommend them. And while we're back here, let me just show you this dampened tailgate. This one does have the spray and bed liner, which comes standard on the Limited. And then this is kind of like what you'll see with this ram box back in the back. You do have a button back here to turn the light on too. Just to show you real quickly. And they actually control the lights on each side of the bed too. Beautiful truck. Someone pointed out to me, Matt Shelton, I'm gonna call you out, dude. I never noticed this until he said it, but the color is a little different from the ram box because it's plastic, but it doesn't look that bad actually. When I looked at it a few times, you really have to look at it hard. I'm not even colorblind. I can really see that it's a little off, but when I look up at the top here, it actually has that same color on the ram box. So it's just that metallic too. Doesn't look bad. And I will tell you, I'm not a huge fan of the chrome, but with this color, the chrome bumpers actually pop well. I actually like the Maximum Steel with the chrome bumpers. Beautiful truck. Love it. And you know, I haven't done this in a while. We're gonna do mirrors up, right? We haven't done that in a while. I haven't done a video like this in a while, so here's what it looks like with the mirrors down. And you're welcome. All right, so I'm at my loop. If you remember, I did a U-turn right here. So I basically did a turn like this, and I just tried to do a U-turn. Wow. So let me just show you guys the MPG. So far, I don't know if you, oh, it's back to 17.9. I was at 18.3. So when I make the U-turn back up and I get back on the road and get back to the dealership, that'll be the final number. But right now I'm holding strong at 18.1. It's gonna go down a little bit now that I make this complete stop and get back on the road here. All right, here we go. So 17.6, 4, all right. So it's going down a little bit. I'm gonna just go ahead and set the cruise back. And we'll we'll see how it does. I'll see you guys in a second. Now, when I did a MPG run with my truck, I noticed that I didn't get as good as fuel economy in a higher speed. So when I was doing 75, 80 miles an hour, I did notice that the fuel economy does drop off significantly. Now, when you stay between 55 and about 60, 65 miles an hour, this truck does really good for fuel economy. And right now I'm getting 18.4. I had to stop at a light just now, but this truck's getting really good fuel economy. Now, when I first bought my truck, and if you do plan on getting a high output, the Airy transmission, it shifts very aggressively when you first buy it. So just keep that in mind. If you are in the market for this truck, it is very aggressive. I thought there was something wrong with my truck. I never took it into the shop, but I just figured I'll wait till everything breaks in. I mean, Mikey P, he kind of mentioned that too to me, because when he had his Titan, he said his truck did the same thing. But this truck's doing the exact same thing my truck did when it was first new. My truck doesn't do it anymore as much as it did when it was brand new, but it shifts really hard. Like when you go into that next gear, it shifts hard. And you can really feel it and hear it. But there's nothing wrong with the truck. It's probably something to do with braking, I don't know, maybe. All right, guys, so we're almost back to the dealership. I'll let you guys know what the end result is for the fuel economy. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm basically at the dealership. I got 19.6 MPG, 19.7. Check that out. That is insane. That is very, very good, guys. I'm not there yet. I got to go up a little bit of a hill, so I'm going to lose a little bit of MPG. All right, that basically stops it right there, 19.7. 19.7 is what it was, guys. That's where I always stopped at. I'm back at the dealership, and this new Cummins, I got to do a video again just to do a comparison, but that is really good. 19.7. I think I got like 17 something in the standard Cummins, so I will do another video for you guys. Oh wow, the suspension is definitely a little bit better, but at lower speeds it's the same. I think that when you're on the highway, it's a little bit more softer, but at lower speeds I think that it has more of like that airbag feel, if that makes any sense. Like if you've ever driven a car with like bags, at lower speeds they are a little bit more uncomfortable in my opinion, especially when you hit bumps at slower speeds. If you're planning on towing something, the air suspension is a very good option because it will actually lift back up again. I've done videos on the suspension. I just don't like them. I have to redo them because I was still kind of learning how to use the suspension. So maybe if I have time, I'll kind of walk you guys through this overall. But let me go ahead and show you guys the Payload, and that's going to complete this video for today. You're looking at a crew cab 3500. Your gross axle weight rating for the front is going to be 6,000 pounds. The rear is going to be 7,000. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 11,800 pounds. And you're going to have a payload capacity of 3,472 pounds. Guys, thank you so much for watching this channel, supporting this channel, getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I really don't have words sometimes when I see that. I never thought that my channel would ever take off. I only did this just as a pastime because I love cars so much, and as I mentioned, I always go to dealerships, and every chance I get I always go look at cars. So I figured I'd just share it with you guys and girls who watch YouTube, and words can't describe how I felt when I saw that 1,000 subscribers, because I really didn't think I was ever going to get there. And when you guys came over to my channel, I guess you like what you saw, and I'm going to keep doing what I do, and hopefully you guys continue to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.